Helen here with Eyes on the Game. I'm here at Syndicate Mixed Martial Arts Gym being joined by the lovely Miss Roxanne Modafferi. Now, congratulations, the news just was announced that you are fighting Antonina Shevchenko April 20th in Russia. How do you feel?
I'm super excited for this challenge and opportunity.
How long was this kind of in the works for?
I've been asking for a fight and just training hard, so I'm happy to finally get a fight offer, and I'm going to be ready.
And what do you think about an opponent like Antonina? And she has a kickboxing background.
I'll be ready for whatever she throws at me, you know. Whoever it is, she's, you know, a good opponent for me, and yeah, I'm going to let her have it.
Yes. Well, what will you be working on the most, though, with your coach, John Wood?
We try not to over game plan, you know. I'm just working on getting better every day. You know, I'm in here training every day, grappling, wrestling, kickboxing, you know, jiu-jitsu, everything. So, you know, Coach John Wood has been awesome in rounding out my game, and Mike Pyle has been great at, you know, improving my jiu-jitsu, and Lorenzo Pavlica is increasing my strength, physical conditioning. So, yeah, we're just going to work everything, and I shall use my Roxy technique on her and show my increased power level to the fans.
Yes, and what about some of your training partners? I know Joanne Calderwood, she is just coming off of her win. So will she be helping you a lot during this camp?
Absolutely. JoJo's a fantastic training partner for me. You know, we're both hard workers in here every day. Her kickboxing is amazing. Her jiu-jitsu is pretty awesome now. You know, we have really great... We complement each other really well. Like, her kickboxing's a little better than mine. My grappling's a little better than hers. So, you know, we foil each other's technique, and then go ask Coach John, like, hey, JoJo did this to me. What do I do? And then he teaches me, and then I foil that on her, and she asks him, oh, Roxy did this to me. What do I do? So we're both really improving. So it's awesome to have her.
Absolutely. And you do mention your strength in grappling, and like I mentioned, Antonina is someone who is has a good stand-up. So will you be trying to kind of just get her on the ground?
I could lie and say no, but that's been the way I've been winning, you know. Yeah. But you know, don't underestimate my stand-up technique. So we shall see.
Oh yeah. Hey, maybe a surprise, right, on April 20th?
Exactly. Big surprise.
I know you're a veteran of the sport, made your pro MMA debut in 2003, but you fought like out of the country in Japan, but this is your first time fighting in Russia. What do you make of that?
Honestly, at first I was a little intimidated, but then I wrapped my brain around it, and I thought, oh, this is really cool. I get to see a new place. You know, it's just going to be a fight no matter where it is. I'm used to fighting, you know, in a non-hometown area, so I'm just excited and can't wait to see the country and the fans and meet my opponent in the cage.
What about it kind of intimidated you, though?
Just, it's so far, it's so big, yeah. It's so, I can't speak the language, but that's okay.
So with that being said, will you be kind of arriving there a bit earlier than usual?
I'm not really sure yet.
No plans on, like, you know, getting there maybe a week or 2 weeks ahead of time?
I really just want to keep my normal schedule of camp and food and all that. So, I mean, whenever I go, I don't know, normal Monday or something. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, try to just keep everything consistent, right?
So I would like to go to Lithuania after the fight because I'm ethnically Lithuanian, and it's right there next to St. Petersburg. It's like a 2-hour or a 3-hour flight, but I don't know with visas, and I want to take my coach because I don't want to go by myself, and I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, and will your family be going with you and supporting you at the fight?
No, neither of my parents watch me fight live. My aunt and cousins have, but I mean, they'll cheer for me on TV. That's fine.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as they're watching, right? Mm-hmm. So I do want to talk to you about your weigh-ins. Obviously, every time you do weigh in, it really stands out. And a lot of people see that you have an awesome wig. I believe it's yellow, right?
I have several awesome wigs.
Yes.
It reflects my power level.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Can you kind of, tell the fans kind of what inspired you to really start wearing that wig? Because I believe you started during your Invicta days.
Yeah, so I never really did any cosplay or dressing up in most of my career. But then when I moved from Japan to America, I don't know, I kind of like Japanese tend to do something, some funny walkout or something, like it's encouraged to put on a performance. So I really wanted to do something, but walkouts, I was like so, not nervous, but like focused on the fight. I didn't want to deal with that. So I thought, oh, for weigh-ins, I can do that, So I've done like Jedi, I've done Star Wars, I've done Mortal Kombat. And then I decided to start wearing like the different colored wigs. So the black wig, the gold wig, the blue wig, it kind of reflects my rising power level.
So does every color kind of have like a different power level?
Yes, exactly. The different color wigs reflect my increasing power level.
Which one's like the highest power?
So far, blue is the highest power level. I have to obtain a silver one. That's the next level. Unfortunately, I didn't win my last fight in which I wore the blue one, so I'm not sure if I'm going to just do that one again to drive home the point, or if I'll just go with the silver one. It depends how this training camp goes, I think, if I level up sufficiently.
Yes. All about leveling up. And then you mentioned Mortal Kombat. I just have to bring this up because I grew up playing a lot of Mortal Kombat. Who was your favorite character?
I really liked Raiden the best. I thought he was so cool. Yeah.
I was never good with Raiden at all. It was like Shiva. It was Cabal.
Yeah, I couldn't memorize the buttons enough for like most people's techniques, but Raiden's was easy, like shoot the ice ball. Like I could remember it, so I kept winning with him. I was like, all right, I'll just keep using Raiden.
Like using the same button, right? Or like Sub-Zero. Always like did
that's right. I was pretty good with Sub-Zero too. But I cosplayed as Kitana and Melina. And in order to do those, I actually like bought the sai and the fans, and I watched YouTube videos and I practiced on how to do the routine. I made a big effort, and then it was cool that I had Coach John dress up as Raiden for one of mine.
Oh, he really did?
To compliment my Kitana, because she was blue and Raiden was blue, so we did that.
Oh, that is awesome. He's a good sport.
He's an excellent sport, and I also strategically chose these characters because I knew he liked them. He likes Star Wars, he likes Mortal Kombat. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah. What about the wigs? When is he going to walk out with one too?
I will work on that.
Yes. Hey, maybe April 20th, right?
Maybe.
Kind of circling back to the women's flyweight division, you are fighting Antonina, but her sister Valentina is the current champion, and you fought Nico, the first champion for the title. But what do you make of Valentina now being the champion?
She's a good champion. She's an excellent fighter. I don't know. Like, I thought there was a rule where, like, you have to win 4 in order to get a title shot, but, there's the entertainment business too, so, they want to make good, matchups and exciting fights and, like, so whatever. She's a great fighter, and I hope to have the opportunity to face her someday.
Well, where do you think a win over her sister will take you? And because right now you are ranked number 8.
Man, rankings, they don't matter to me so much now. I just want to win my fights, put on an exciting fight. I'm so happy to be in the UFC and, fight for such a great organization. Just to have the opportunity to do that is awesome. So whatever the rankings may be, I'm just going to focus on improving, being a good martial artist, and winning my fights.
And leveling up, right?
And leveling up, exactly. I'm so motivated. That's like my main motivation.
Yes, I love your energy too. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Lastly, because like I mentioned, you're a veteran of this sport, and GSP, he just announced his retirement, a legend in this sport. What do you make of his retirement, and were you surprised at all?
Man, everybody has, their reasons for retiring or fighting, so I can't really say anything about that. Like, I wasn't really surprised, but it's always kind of cool to watch someone fight who's been fighting for as long or longer than me, because I feel like I've been fighting for, I think, 15 years now. Yeah. But I feel like I'm getting younger, and my, thanks to good body care and massage therapy and my strength conditioning coach, so I'm going to keep on going. But yeah, best of luck to him and wishes for the future.
What do you think about the impact that he's had on MMA?
I think the impact he's had has been huge. The GOAT, so to speak.
Any particular memories for you?
Man, just watching him fight over the years, just very impressive, and he's just very dominating.
To your fans, though, what can they expect on April 20th, and what would you like to let them know?
My fans can expect an exciting, action-packed fight, which is the way it always is. Yeah, I can't wait to show my new techniques and a dominating win.
Yes, and we'll get to see which color wig, right, that you walk out to.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on all the continued success.
Thank you so much.